Hello, and a warm welcome from my side. It's Alexander Huber speaking, and today I'm going to present my tool to estimate the emotional climate in my shared apartment. My main thought process was about a way how to measure and monitor the mood in our little organization with a visualization tool. And asking conventional questions is not taking any place in this case. For inventing this tool, I got inspired by mainly two theories I would like to apply to also. And on the one hand, it's the broaden and build theory of positive emotions by Fredrickson. And the theory basically says that positive emotions like joy, interest, or love lead to an increase in creativity, problem solving skills, better relationships, improved health, and well being. So it's also more likely that people get encouraged to build relationships with another and to foster a sense of connectedness in the community when they feel this kind of emotions. And negative emotions like fear, anger, or sadness limits people's awareness, cognition, and behavior, so they are leading to narrow thinking, rigidity, and a decrease in creativity and problem-solving skills. So negative emotions can also lead to increased stress and tensions in relationships, and so they can have a negative effect on physical and mental health. In addition, the approaches of the psychologists Crocker and Lucen were included as well, which describes collective self-esteem as an aspect of a person's self-image that results from the way the person interacts with others and the groups they belong to. So the idea behind this is that a person's self-esteem and their attitude towards the group are correlated and that most people benefit from being in a group for at least some time and being able to identify with the belonging to a group. The idea I developed was that um, I developed a mood barometer that displays 8 different possible mood states and set it on the front door of our apartment with a box with different marking points. So every roomie got his own color. And I observed one time in the morning after everybody had left the house and one time in the evening when everybody had come back, where they had put their marker on and collected feedback based on the letter and place on the board. So on this picture you can see the installed mood parameter next to our front door. I also gave, here you can see some live pictures, and I also gave every roomie a short explanations regarding the barometer to give some instructions corresponding to the task. um, the task was about over 1 week, and for example, the field Spitze meant very good. I'm feeling very good. Let's talk about it and have a beer or play some Mario Kart and that. That's what we usually do as fun activities. And super meant I'm feeling very good. No talking at all, please. But still, just let's have a beer or play some games. Beschwingt meant I'm feeling very good. No talking or and spending time together is would be lovely, but with no talking about my feelings, please. So Lala meant I'm not feeling very good, but let's talk about it in private. Schmusik meant just need a hug. Sometimes in life you just need that. Schläfrig meant I'm just tired, exhausted from my day, from work, or I'm still a little bit sleepy. Leave me alone. Geladen meant I'm under stress, pressure, I'm emotionally exhausted, leave me alone. Ambitious meant, yeah, I'm not feeling so good, and I don't want to talk about my feelings. After the week, I developed some indicators I could measure. First of all, the current emotional climate. I was just counting how often each person put his or her marker at each point over the period of time. Emotional contagion. I could see if I look just at the correlations that involves the spontaneous spread of emotions and related behaviors from one person to another in our group. And emotions can be shared across persons in many ways, for example, implicit or explicit ways. And this correlation of certain decisions is measurable, and also the response to certain events. Some days you just have a big deadline at work, or you have an exam, and this has a big influence on the mood than others. And yes, the average mood change, for example, sometimes your mood changes during the days and you put the marker in the morning somewhere else, you have put it in the evening or the other way around. When we have a look at the charts and after analyzing the data, I could saw that especially in the mornings, people tended to be tired and wanted to be left alone because they probably just didn't have their first coffee as well. And they also tended to have rather mixed feelings, I would say. In the evening, on the other hand, after work or at university, and the possibility for people to have some sports or and good food, people were in a much more better mood and they were more satisfied. And even if they were not feeling well, they wanted to talk about it and they wanted some physical contact in form of a good hug and to communicate and express their feelings. For sure, there's also criticism. Um, there are just a limited number of stats that can be covered, otherwise people would get confused by the overload of informations and decision possibilities. And yeah, for sure, 1 week is just a very short period of time. Um, Probably somebody has an exam period in this week or a big deadline at work, breakup with a partner, whatever. So this would have a huge influence on the mood in this week. 4 people is just a very small sample group, um, and there are individual outliers which have a large impact on the overall development in and the presentation in percentage terms of the outcome. And 2 people also they are in a romantic relationship, so positive and negative state of mind also affect the overall climate in the apartment. I also want to just to thank you for your attention. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to write me an email.